Hello, so today I'm just gonna be talking about my February favorites, like music, movies, books, media of any kind, fashion favorites, anything I thrifted that I really liked, makeup, just anything that stood out to me this month. So first we're gonna start with my music favorites this month, and I'm just gonna say that February was just carried heavily by the Sundays, specifically their third album, Static and Silence. It's so good. If you haven't listened to it already, I could not recommend it more. My personal favorite songs from the album are Summertime, When I'm Thinking About You, and Cry. But I also listened a lot to their first album, Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. But Static and Silence just really stood out to me this month. The next music favorite I have is the album Figure Eight by Elliott Smith. I listened to this album for the first time ever last week, and it's so good. I fell in love with it. It's just wow, it's amazing. And I love Elliott Smith and his music already. I really love specifically Either Or, so I'm really happy I listened to this one too. My top songs are LA, Stupidity Tries, and Pretty Mary Kay. Those, give them a listen. And then the final music favorite for the month is gonna be the album Life by the Cardigans. Before this, the only songs I knew from them were Love Fool and Step on Me, but this album, it was really different from what I normally listen to. It was like a breath of fresh air, really. And it's such a peculiar sound. They sound so different from what I listen to a lot of the time now. And I feel like that's really due to the lead singer's voice. She has a really amazing and distinct voice, which I think is really cool. And it just works. I don't know how to explain it really, but definitely give that a listen. My top songs were Carnival, Gordon's Garden Party, and Beautiful One, but I also really like Fine. This album, it was hard to choose just a top three, but definitely those ones. Next up, we have movies. I literally didn't watch any new movies this month. My Letterboxd is crying, but I did rewatch The Perks of Being a Wallflower, my favorite movie, for the millionth time, and it was amazing as usual. I loved it every single time. And then on to the next segment, we have my book favorites from this month. Very disappointing, I only finished one book this month. However, it was such a good book, and it was pretty long. I think it's the longest book I've read in a while. So yeah, it was Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and I loved it. It was so good, and then it was so beautiful and sad and heartbreaking and lovely, and it was just really an amazing book. But I've also already started reading my next book. I started reading Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov because I've heard good things about the book, but obviously the subject matter is very weird. So I'm interested to see what all the hype is about. Next up, we have my fashion faves from February. First, we have this blue button-up shirt that I thrifted at the beginning of the month, and I love it so much. I think I've already worn it 3 times to school already, so once a week. And I literally wore it in my last video, so I really love it a lot. And it's such a pretty shade of blue that I didn't have in my closet, so now I'm glad that I do, because it's so, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just such a pretty shade of blue. Another fashion fave is this sweater that I thrifted literally last week. It's a Ralph Lauren, and I love the way it sits on my body, and it's so cute. And I've been wanting more green in my closet because it's my favorite color, but I don't feel like I wear it a lot. So I'm glad that I have something that's green that I'm going to wear. And then my last fashion favorite from this month are my Brandy Melville 90s Brielle jeans, I think they're called. I just really like them. I don't normally wear tight pants or tighter fit pants or jeans, but I really like them, and I love the flare at the bottom. I feel like that's a really flattering pant shape on my body, so I really love that. And that's it for fashion this month. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about this month were my makeup faves. I've been trying to wear less makeup actually than what I've worn or shown that I wear in previous videos, because one, I like skincare reasons, and then also two, I feel like wearing a lot of makeup, when I would take it off, I would feel uglier by taking off my makeup. So now I've just been wearing contour and a lippy because I like being snatched. And then yeah, so I've just been using the Fenty contour stick and the Clinique Black Honey Almost lipstick, and then I'd like put some on my face for blush and stuff, and then I feel like that's enough for me. And I think not wearing as much makeup has really made me feel better about the way I look naturally, and I love that. So yeah, that should be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and love you. Bye.